3 organisations, 6 schools, 13 teachers, over 2 years, 8 drama and dance artists involved. Moving Stories is a collaboration between Lewisham Education Arts Network, Trinity Laban and Peoplescape Theatre.
It's been about bringing the art forms of dance and drama together to support teachers in special educational needs schools and resource spaces to enhance their teaching practice, drawing on the assets of the 2 art forms.
Moving Stories is an invitation to teachers and to pupils to use their imagination, to get lost in the world of storytelling and fantasy, imaginative scenarios, and really build that into their learning.
It's been part of the Paul Hamlyn Teacher Development Fund, and the aim of that fund is about embedding high quality arts-based learning as part of the core curriculum. We've been working in Lewisham special schools and 2 resource spaces to work with students with special educational needs and disabilities, and we've been working with dance artists and drama artists who've worked together with teachers in what we've called triads to explore a new way of working and creating dance and drama that is really appropriate and bespoke for their settings. It's not about us as artists passing on something, but it's about working alongside them to develop something new, to explore how dance and drama can work with their young people together.
I think where it's worked really well is that actually for children with special educational needs, their capacity to engage may be on completely different levels within one classroom. So when you've got the option to have a little bit of voice work and drama, that might work well for some children but not for others. Vice versa, where children can engage in dance and not have to use their voice, can be really empowering for other children.
Throughout the sessions, at first they were led by the artists, and then over the weeks we then kind of ran them together, gradually with me taking on more of a leading role, and it's been really successful.
A really cool thing about the project was having set aside time at the end of each session to reflect on how the session had gone, and we also had targets for each of the individuals, and we measured the progress against these at the end of every session, so it was really clear for us to see where progress was being made.
We like to limit our words and try and work non-verbally where we can. So even if children don't understand the words that are being said, they're able to copy and follow. We have created a structure for Moving Stories. Within that structure, the children feel safe, and we've seen children really flourish who not take part to start off with, maybe feel really anxious. When we see them over a longer period of time, they become comfortable with it and they anticipate parts of the session.
Nice to see you, nice to see you,
We've been working closely with the Laban movement principles. We've been sharing with teachers how movement can be unpacked into different components of action, space, dynamics and relationships. And working with those different components, it's enabling teachers to think about how to really explore movement in a very inclusive way.
We've been developing a Peoplescape practice. Our practice always has things like shared attention opening, maybe with a musical instrument, lots of call and response. We use a lot of teacher and role and narrative. Movement also has a strong structure as well, and we've melded the dance and drama together. But I think the children have really benefited, and now the teachers are going on to use this practice in their classes as well, so they'll be able to continue.
In year 2, teachers were taking on more of a leading role in the sessions, and it was just really lovely with teachers doing like really amazing work. And there was this moment where all the children and all the staff and everyone was in this world that had been created, and it was really like palpable. And just from where they started in year 1, just seeing that confidence grow and grow and grow to be able to create this like really magical atmosphere for all the children.
We've had a change of class. Thinking about it, I think we thought it was a continuation. So
Yeah.
you develop the children,
Yes,
but actually this has made us think about our development,
practice, yeah.
our practice and our development, and
yeah.
what practice have we improved on, and what do we take on?
Movement is something that I've always shied away from. The guidance of the artists, more confident in leading the dance sessions particularly, and just little tips about use of space and use of partners really helped to structure how I can do that more successfully in my teaching.
So New Woodlands is a school for students with social, emotional and mental health needs. I've definitely seen both teachers really kind of grow in confidence in terms of leading drama and dance activities, and I think they've really seen the benefit and then the impact on their engagement in the work back in the classroom.
One of the biggest things for me is seeing the children relate to each other and being a little bit more aware of each other, particularly emotionally in terms of sharing and turn taking and just general kindness.
Movement was quite important for my group because they use movement as their way of communicating, being a part of the lesson.
The autistic individuals that we work with find sort of receptive communication difficult, and also being able to express themselves verbally. So to be able to know what to do by watching meant it was easier for them to know what was expected of them, and for them to be able to communicate in a way that didn't necessarily need words also provided, an opportunity for them to show us what they can do.
We've learned a lot about low status teaching role. Character might need some help or some advice, and that sort of allowed other children to engage with you who might not necessarily engage with the other type of high status teaching role. That's definitely a strategy that I'll continue to use.
And it's true actually, some of the times when I was in role, say as the white rabbit and I was going to be late, and I would come in tears, and some of the children who wouldn't necessarily get involved were really quick to help and support.
It's just feelings, you guys.
Okay. It's just feelings you got.
Okay.
It's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
What can I do about my feelings?
Well, you just need to breathe and take a deep breath.
Yeah, take a deep breath.
I worked directly with children, gathering some evaluation. The way we did it on this project was we used something called a talking mat, which is a kind of accessible method of gathering children's views. The overwhelming majority of opinions were rated as, great, the best. Yes, I really liked it. Some CPD was delivered for the whole school, which was shared delivery from the teachers and from us, the artists.
Moving Stories is its own thing in its own right within our school curriculum, and people seem to be a lot less afraid of that. I think historically, if you'd have just mentioned dance and drama alone, people instantly get worried because they bring their own experiences and own kind of nervousness to that. Definitely I was included in that in the beginning of this project.
I think everyone took it really very positively, that the staff were more willing to move and to support the children in a very different way.
Moving forward with our teaching staff and our support staff, they are the biggest resource we have, and taking those resources along with them can have such a big impact on our children.
Yeah, I think you could sum it up in the word fun, really, and everything that was done, the kids really engaged with and enjoyed themselves.
Bigger picture is they like coming to school more, and they are happier more and more confident, and that opens doors across the curriculum.
Moving forward as well, next year we're putting it into the whole school a little bit more.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to do a Moving Stories project for Black History Month, but I think it'd be really good to have a showcase from across the school.
We're hoping to develop a network for SEND schools in Lewisham so that they can have termly CPD around arts-based provision and also share practice and support each other.
I think the main legacy is just understanding that there's a time and place for the more formal ways that we learn to be up and moving and engaging and actively involved in learning, especially for those children who really struggle to maintain focus throughout a lesson because of their educational barriers.
To support teachers to continue to use dance and drama and moving stories practice within their work for the long term, we've developed a resource pack. This includes an ideas bank, a music playlist, schemes of work, individual lesson plans to really enable them to remember, refer to, and go forward with courage and apply this to their future teaching.
Moving Stories now means something to a huge range of children in the borough, and that's just incredibly special that has been established. What's been wonderful is to hear about all of the plans that the schools have to take Moving Stories forward. So there's a real sense that there will be a legacy to this project.